Do the effects of Bless disappear upon someone being knocked out?
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
It does not say. So I'm going to go with no.
I would say it continues.
Okay. In which case, that rat is going to hit, but only due to Bless.
Well, are there spells that say that they end specifically on
Uh,
death?
so there are spells such as Celestial Healing or uh, what's the other one? Infernal Healing, in which case they offer fast healing, and fast healing effects end upon dying or being reduced below 0 hit points
Hmm.
in most instances. That being said, that's the reason I asked. I didn't know if there was anyone had done research or if anyone knows off the top of their head if the spell effects for Bless, being that it's an AoE spell, end upon being knocked out.
I would say that it would not end then. Dead, yes. Knocked out, no.
Which is,
Like, do you like you wouldn't lose a bear's endurance just for being knocked out?
I didn't think so either, which is why I asked. That being said, that little rat, due to Bless, is able to land a successful hit and deal 6 damage. Where is this? Yep, that rat is down there guarding Gabe, doing their duty, doing their job. Aquila, what are you up to?
Need to unmute because we're trying not to have the dog ruckus disturb y'all. Well, given that there's only one Sahagween in the area, and we want to maintain control of the cannon and our ability to fire it at will whenever we feel appropriate, as the captain has requested, I am going to just go over there and see about punching some fishmen, and let's hope I can do better than I did last time.
Fish people,
Fish folk, shall we say?
French fries,
Sushi.
fish fries,
About to be sushi if I
fifaz. Fifaz is my 2-year-old self would say.
Okay.
Learned something about Andy today.
we did.
It was just so random too. I was just like, wait, what?
uh,
You like
we're on.
some fried
We are on stream now, by the way.
fillets?
Okay.
So the problem is though that I can't actually flurry of blows him because you can't do that whenever you just have to move over to him. So all I can really do is just punch this guy in the face,
Yep.
which I'll try to do with a trip.
You're gonna trip him in the face.
Well, really, it's going to be a trip in the shins.
Hey, I mean, if you want to knock someone over by kicking them in the face,
It's entirely up to me, I guess, right? So we'll see
yeah,
if my trip by stun by dazing strike will work. I guess. In the end, if he's on the ground, I don't care how it happens.
sure.
In the end, it never really matters.
Uh, oh, but I think it will.
Okay, roll to confirm.
Jeez.
Before I do, I would like to roll for luck, or
Yep.
do you want me to roll after I confirm?
Roll after you confirm.
Roll for luck now or later?
Later.
I'm rolling for luck. Low. Come on. 84%. 24. Okay. So I only just heard you. Darn. I hope I can keep that result, but that will not confirm.
So, go ahead and deal the 2 times critical damage anyways.
I will take it. So now at this point, before I deal damage, or actually, I will deal damage first to find out if I even need to attempt the trip, because he may die.
I don't know. There was a wandering healer that came by and just
Pop gave him, you know,
It is entirely
9 more health.
possible that I kill him. I'm not saying it's likely, but it's theoretically possible. 17.
okay. So with a 17, this Sahagween is actually dead. Correction, unconscious. They are -1 health
Nice.
And bleeding out.
and bleeding out.
I call that a win.
On to Gaiden.
Oh my god, I know what Lamb Chop's gonna do. Oh, it's such a horrible idea.
What's poppin', Lucifer? Did you mute yourself?
Oh shit! Hold on, 1 second.
He did. He did mute himself.
Hayden looked at the.
Mute myself.
Oh, Garp, how much health are you at?
I'm at 45 of 48.
Okay, so my lifelink won't even go off anyways.
Yep. So, Hayden's gonna look at the. He's gonna look at the sea bitch in front of him as he's about to cast this fire spell, and then looks off into the distance at the big monster that just joined and goes, I'm sorry, darling, but you just became a side character, and reaches for his wand of magic missile and shoots her with it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. So,
6 damage, and I'm going to move.
so I just got a question. You are aware that magic missile can take the whatever form the caster likes it to. So, what does your magic missile look like? I never asked. It's
Just like a little firebolt of hellfire.
okay.
Just like a little fire with a black electricity a bit on it, like static.
Like a Mario plant? You're a Mario plant. I'm gonna call you a Mario plant.
Okay. So you take out your wand, blaster, and move. Okay.
Yeah, shoot her with that, and then I move closer towards the deck of the ship where the monster's gonna go.
Okay.
Is that a spell or is that just an ability?
It's a wand.
It's a wand of magic missile. How many charges do you have left on that, by the way?
I have used 6 so far, so I have 44 left.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I have cure wounds too. That's got 50 charges on it.
This.
That you have a better time using than me because I actually have to roll a check.
Right. It's 2 wands of Cure Light Wounds we will have.
This.
And you gonna heal, and you gonna heal.
This little rat right here is going to continue bleeding out.
You know what we do to rats? They sleep with the fishes.
Wrong ship to say that on.
Very much the wrong ship. Very, very much the wrong ship.
Oh, see, I'll take y'all wise guys, hey.
Alright. And so, with that, I need to pull up a monster character sheet. Because I have forgotten the damage totals. Oof.
Character damage? Monster damage? What is this?
This is definitely some kind of Dungeons and Dragons. That's all I can really say.
Skeptical, but go on.
So, coming to the cargo hold, one of the Rats is going to flip the lever here, which is going to allow a basically the front of the ship to open up, and the cannon here is going to progress a little bit forward, also giving you vision into the sea from the front of the ship.
It's erecting from the ship.
It is. It is entirely new. Why you phrased it that way, I don't know, but
Sometimes you gotta make hard choices.
Erect the cannon!
And I gotta say, it's definitely sticking out there. But my main image right now is the going Sonny's main gun.
Aye, and she's a big one too.
What is the rough equivalent canon of this to any like old world or Earth equivalent? Like what kind of what size of gun is this that is about to unleash all kinds of fucking hell?
I honestly couldn't tell you a real world equivalent, just simply due to this being based off of one of the Pathfinder cannons that already exists.
Big gun go boom. That's how big.
The cannon I am basing this off of is the Fiend's Mouth cannon.
Fiend's Mouth cannon. I will, if you do not mind, not for metagame purposes, but purely out of curiosity, I would like to look that up. I'm happy to do so after the conclusion of this section, if you so wish.
You can do it now if you want.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Doesn't change what the cannon is.
Nope, and it doesn't change what it's about to do.
Fucking misfires.
I hope not.
It very well
Because I would die.
Guess it all depends if you're feeling lucky or not.
Oh.
This little rat here is going to charge into the foray, but doesn't have quite enough move speed to reach the fight. At least not without putting themselves at risk. This little rat's gonna stay garden gate. On to mess.
Oh. It's a 30-pounder.
Oh, is that what it would be?
Well, that's the weight of the actual projectile. That's not including any magical inherent effects to the actual gun.
So lamb chop.
A rather heavy ball, gentlemen.
Well, now we know. We must load. We must load lamb chop into it.
Yes.
Why though?
Why not?
This is out of character, but man, that would be hilarious.
You're not being picked up, but I want to remute myself now.
So, you know, just load him up with a spell.
You realize that if Lamb Chop does go into the ocean, you may not get Lamb Chop back, right?
Oh man, address that would not be a happy address to you.
No, it would not.
No.
Which is why I'm making that.
I thought I was able to. Shaman, Pathfinder. Sorry, we can keep going. I'm gonna look this up.
Okay. So Mess is going to throw a bomb at that Sagwin, which is going to cause an explosion and knock it unconscious.
Boom.
Nathan.
All right. So, I'm
Very
gonna
good.
shoot at this guy in the water.
All right, go for it.
Will you hit this week?
Hoo-ah! Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
Yeah. I don't think bless adds to damage, does it?
It does not.
No.
So then 3 damage.
So the bolt hits just underneath the water and loses some of its momentum, but does deal some damage. Just not a lot.
That's
Just
okay.
not a lot. Maybe not a lot, just a little bit.
The rat right here is going to take a shot the same as you and is going to miss entirely.
Fuck you, rat.
Rolled a 5 for a plus 10 total.
Mm.
So, not sure why you would say that about someone who is fighting on equal footing with you, but sure.
Because I'm full of spite and malice.
You know what? That works.
So
You
he's so angry.
I'm just a mad cat. That's all.
that will.
Speaking of which, I've been thinking of for the actual nickname for Caden as Sariavel in the chat. And I think God this, God that works.
Fitting.
2 rats right here. Work together and get some flanking off. And down another Sogwin.
Ah!
Shot ourselves with the shot in the foot to ourselves.
Definitely turn that down.
Since all's calm, I'm gonna unmute myself.
Chris is going to wait by the cannon for an appropriate time to fire.
Oh.
Oh no!
Fishman is dead. Fishman is dead. Fishman. And he's back.
What in your home is going on? Wait, which god's your father technically? Asmodeus?
No. So, given Caden's backstory that you've been told,
Yes.
Caden believes that there was a god that had created the rest of the gods, or at least the blue pantheon. And that is the person or entity that Caden refers to as his father. Everyone on the face of this planet believes otherwise, that there is no god above gods. So, Caden's belief and
Asking who your daddy is.
asking who your father is.
Who's your daddy?
I'll tell you who my father is. You just don't ask.
Okay.
I said who, not what.
So. This
Garp is daddy issues.
this little rat right here
This little rat of mine.
just got a critical hit off.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? This one is dead, yeah. That one is not dead. This little rat right here fires up the shot to this one and does another brazen blow. Causing that particular sushi to take an additional 3 damage.
I would be happier if it died.
Ooh-wee.
I know that we don't really want to spend the spells right away on this guy. At the same time, not spending the spells on him and how bad I rolled last session. Like
We're doing fine.
I got the full hit stuff today, but
The sushi right here.
It's only been 6 seconds, Jordan. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Okay, God, don't remind me. Never again will I view this over ambitious.
It's a little bit easier to do when we have bigger AoE.
Okay. And Zik is going to. Zik is going to go.
no, I'm actually kind of getting into a deep spot because I need it. Yes, I
Game's going to stay exactly where he's at because he hasn't seen any trouble yet.
Smart man, Dan.
And that guy's dead. This one doesn't matter, it's simply
And you can cast the anti-fish spell, which means within 500 feet, anything that is aquatic cannot be within us. It kills everything.
They all just get desiccated.
don't think he knows that spell. I'm fairly certain that that's a 10
Pretty sure it's skill.
Pretty sure that's a 10th level spell. Just saying. Like,
That as a cantrip in the world at large,
Little did the adventurers know that Lord Dalton was the big bad end game.
how you guys feel?
The only reason he's coming along is so that he can.
It's not that we feel that nothing is going to happen. It's just that we feel knowing you as a person or the GM, it's most definitely a possibility.
Wow.
I won't even say that. It's more of a because I just said it. It's not that you on that. It's not that there's a high chance that you'll do it. And it's not even me
reciting an inspiring story that he's once heard. So this is going to work as inspiring courage. I don't have a story in mind, but you will receive a +2 on attack rolls and damage rolls as long as you are hearing this too.
Only as long as I can hear.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's a bard?
Yeah. He's a bard. I didn't have one prepped, so I'm sorry for that.
We can hear you through Jordan's microphone. We can't hear you through yours, Daniel.
Okay, sorry about that.
So +2 attack rolls and damage rolls.
And along with a +2 on morale saving throws against charms and fear effects. But that's much less important with this one.
I really do like 5e way of being Bard Inspiration, although I also love Pathfinder Bardic Inspiration. Does Dalton have lingering influence out of curiosity?
He does not.
That makes me sad to hear. But it's my Bard.
That is very fair. It is not your bard.
I'm aware that it's not my Bard, and that to complain is not my place. It just makes me sad to hear, though. Because I always think of your Bard, Daniel, and the bullshit that he did with Lingering Performance. Also,
Bard?
Rob DeBlois, Shelley's character in that campaign when it was still Pathfinder, also had Lingering Performance. He did all kinds of silly shit.
Bard is literally jack of all trades, master of none. Like, literally. It's just, you can do so much random shit with Bard.
In 5e, it's truly master of all. So, like, Bard, amazing. Bard, amazing.
And as far as this one here, who has been taking quite a few shots, this one's actually going to start to retreat. Given that they are past bloody at this point.
We take those.
We take those. We may not be happy about all of them, but we take those. That,
That means when he retreats back to his people and tells them about how many of them we slaughtered, we get a bonus on intimidation, right?
I think it more earns us their undying enmity and rage. To be honest, I think that's more of what happens.
Man, that's a lot of characters. All because I skipped one.
Wow, like, for real, you just completely skipped all of us. So time stopped for 6 seconds, I guess? Jeez, okay.
Oh, absolutely. If that's the way you want to take it, time stopped. And this one got 2 turns.
Stop giving him ideas!
The world
Oh, when turn order gets in the way.
This thing's still alive over here, right?
It is still alive. It's 80 feet off from where it was. I'm just not going to move it to the other board because then that makes it have the appearance of... yes, it just swam to the other side.
Ah, no, it is on that side of the ship now.
Yeah, not doing that.
It's a moving target, Jimmy.
Steady.
This big old boy right here is actually going to charge the ship. And now it's going to make a combat maneuver check.
I don't
Against the
that they
ship?
Charge the ship, because that means
Its focus is the ship.
I don't like where it's at, because that means it's not in front of the ship where I can shoot it. Hey, move.
Brenton. The BTWNTX with the Tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Bearded Brotherhood. Hope you're having a good day, sir.
So I'm going to need each of you that is still up to make me a reflex save.
Get a +1 from Bless.
Everyone who's on the ship.
My knowledge, all I have here is Bless.
Yeah!
Nice.
That's for Adrestia.
Oh,
Actually, no, that's not for Adrestia.
Sorry.
Reflex save.
Reflex.
17.
That my turn rolled. Less. Oh, it's the worst stat.
Okay, never mind. Adrestia and Lamb Chop rolled a 21 and a 22.
So why was it a +3 and a +6?
The +3 is for Adrestia. Her reflex is a 2 +1 from
Gotcha.
Bless. And then Lamb Chops is stupid high.
Gotcha.
He has a 5. He has a 5 reflex.
All right. So, Akela, I'm going to need you to roll for luck.
that's what I was waiting. That was what I was waiting for everyone else to settle down before I did this. Luck fires.
Okay. You're not knocked prone. You're able to brace yourself up against some of the boxes that are nearby,
Okay.
and so you're not affected as much by the ship rocking back and forth as it just got rammed.
Okay.
You do also see from your position how there's quite a bit of red angry scales on the exterior of the ship currently.
Right. Now, are we talking in the front of the ship as well as the side of the ship, or
Just out of the hole that was created by the Sahagwin right here.
okay?
The scales are on.
It is very much you're capable of seeing them through the hole that has been created. So it is very much the sea serpent at this point is above the water
Oh.
enough to where you can see it.
All I'm hearing is an invitation to attempt, and I emphasize the word attempt to punch it.
You can try.
Oh, I'm sure I'll fail.
And that is the sea serpent's turn. Get it close and rock the ship. That being said, as far as the rest of you, the only one who would be affected negatively would be Garp,
Does
who
the
is going.
impact push the ship back at all?
A bit, yes. I'm not going to adjust the ship.
Will
Being
you,
that,
will you adjust the serpent from the ship? Oh, okay. No better firing angle then. Damn. I know I was fishing, but a guy can dream.
Fishing.
Garp, with a 14 total, you will be knocked prone.
He is prone. Okay. Do I move it? Is it not moving, wailing, or just prone?
You're just prone.
Okay.
From where you're at.
Okay.
And then I need to roll for all rat folk. And the rat folk all make it.
R.I.P. Rat Folk.
They made the save.
Oh, sorry.
So
I heard they won't make it. My bad.
Okay. I
was
know,
about to
have
say,
to talk
if
a
the
little louder.
if the rat folk
I
don't get it, then
adjust my volume a little bit.
like their reflexes are probably the highest out of everybody's on here.
Something like that. Captain Albert definitely makes it. And Mess will also make it.
Lambchop doesn't even notice.
Are there any? There are. So the Sahagwin will also need to roll. Okay, so that one is prone. And that one's prone. And as far as I'm aware, those are the last two sushis alive aboard the ship that are not the special ones.
Come play with me.
We are about to secure the decks, gentlemen.
And then there were 30 more Sahagwin who showed up. I'm
See,
joking.
I know that you're joking right now. But part of my butthole is still puckered. I was still frightened. I was still. First I was afraid. I was petrified.
Okay. And as far as this fish folk right here, that one succeeded as well, so it's not knocked prone. That being said, feeling the boat rock, they are going to take a withdrawing action.
Justia's getting a bad idea.
There's a lot of bad ideas. And they can turn out good in the end if you say something that's dumb enough but cool enough at the same time. And make the DM laugh.
What is your bad idea?
It's gotta be funny though.
She has charm animal.
Oh
Hey,
boy.
Jordan. Let's reason with it.
Oh boy.
You should have a hit dice limit on that or something.
A hit dice limit maybe?
Yeah, D8.
Oh no. No,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, no,
eight
not gonna
or
happen.
8 hit die? No, that's never happening again with this thing. I think this sea serpent has more than 18 hit die.
If so, we're fucking dead.
I mean, look at the size of the damn thing on the map.
To be fair, I did reduce the size of it since the last time you saw it. It was originally at the Colossal Plus size, and then afterwards I realized, oh no, that's not the size it should be. It should be Gargantuan, not Colossal Plus.
Okay, because I was still going with I was still going based on the knowledge that it was Colossal Plus. I saw that it looked smaller on the map, but I thought that was maybe a scaling choice of size for visual sake, but not necessarily a gameplay thing because it was not mentioned before now. Now that I know, I appreciate it. I also could have just looked with my own eyes and made a logical conclusion, but
Okay.
where's the fun in that? But with it being gargantuan, then I think maybe just guesstimating 18 could be a reasonable number. The real question is, are those D8s, or are they D10s, or are they D12 monstrous hit dies?
Okay.
How much natural armor do those scales give? There's a lot of questions.
There are a lot of questions. That being said,
My only answer is I want to shoot it with a cannon.
My only answer is more cowbell.
More cowbell.
this.
I do have animal purpose training.
It looks pretty dead.
That one is now dead because the rats on the deck are cleaning up.
Yeah.
That being said, it is now Drestia's turn.
Alright.
You do whatever you want to do.
So Charm Animal will not work on this.
I cannot guarantee that. I just do not think it is, considering it's based on a limited amount of hit die.
Okay, so Animal Purpose Training.
Charm Animal works as the spell Charm Person, but for animals. Charm Person is a will save. Will negates, lasts an hour per level.
Try it. Again, I can't tell you whether it's not gonna work or not.
Well,
I
if it's
have
a
no
will
idea.
save and there's no hit die limit, that's actually not terrible. But at the same time, what are the rules if it's already under some kind of charm effect? Also, now we have to mute ourselves. The dogs are playing with toys again.
So that would all depend on the effect that brought the serpent into play to begin with, which would require you to have the item that called it. In addition, just so you're aware, with Charm Person, if the creature is currently being threatened or attacked by you or your allies, it will receive a +5 saving throw bonus
Oh,
on technical
well,
save.
fortunately we haven't attacked it yet.
Exactly. Which is why, if you're going to do it at all,
So,
now is the time.
35 feet.
First, can you make me a knowledge nature check if you have it?
Do I have knowledge nature? Well, roll 20 me is the question. I know things.
I want to say it's not a question of it. It's just a matter of when.
So I'm sorry. It would have actually been a knowledge arcana. Do you have knowledge arcana?
Knowledge Arcana. Of course it would be. No, I don't have Knowledge Arcana.
I do.
In which case, go ahead and roll me that knowledge arcana check, Nathan. You're fairly certain that this is some type of sea serpent, given the name, and you're also aware that, given its size, it's more than likely a magical beast and not an animal.
So,
That's not naturally here. That was brought here by something else.
That's not really going to help us here. Go ahead and say that again, Dan, because you're muted, and I also muted my mic. They didn't hear you.
I have my muted. You all heard
we
that, right?
we heard that, yeah.
You
How
heard
did
that.
you all hear that?
Oh,
I'm dumb, because
so
I'm an idiot. I'm misreading things.
So the reason why I had that said is because knowing that it's a magical beast now,
Charm Monster won't work, I don't think, right? Or
Charm Animal won't work.
Mm-hmm. So, taking a look around,
Mhm.
who all of the rats have taken damage? And still are missing health, I should say.
You have this rat right here who
Oh.
just jumped. That's the wrong one. There we go.
Come back! Okay, that rat.
Wow, dead bodies are just flinging everywhere somehow.
I mean, to be fair, the ship was rocked, so you tell me. This rat is bleeding out.
Yeah, she got rocked.
This one is bleeding out. That one is just straight up dead. And the ones on the deck of the ship, or the
Helm.
northernmost portion of the ship, the helm, or correction, the helm would be towards the south, steering wheel. That being said, several of these up here have taken significant damage.
Okay.
Specifically the 4
Oh, crap.
top. So, ratfolk have the ability called swarming, which
Right,
allows
yeah,
them-
I forgot. I just... That one appeared, and I was like, whoa, there's an extra one in there. Crap. So you said that one's bleeding out.
You have 2 of them with the skull icon, the skull in the circle, that are bleeding out currently. One of them is straight up dead.
That one.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna come... Okay, so 5, 10, 15... 20... 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's 1. Because I had already healed those up there.
Yes, you did.
So I'm going to use my second channel energy. And to heal, to channel positive energy again. She'll do this. You know, she'll walk forward, raise her hands, send out a positive pulse, healing everybody for 4 health.
Which will bring them back up to 4 health. At least the ones that can be brought back.
Right.
So 1, 2... 3. Anyone below deck can contribute. That's a negative. So 3 of them got health for 4. And you would also heal yourself. And Garp, actually. Garp would get your extra health back.
Yeah, max me out.
So that's 15 health.
Lamb Chop would also get 2, so
17.
And you would heal for 4 unless you don't want to for some reason.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm right outside that circle, right?
You are right outside that circle.
That is the end of Adrestia's turn. So Lamb Chop's gonna kind of like just look around to see any of these Sagwin that are bleeding out.
There are quite a few of them that are bleeding out.
Yeah.
That being said, none of them were within your vicinity, and they were upstairs, effectively, from where Lamb Chop is at. So more than likely, he would not be able to see them.
Oh, okay. Then Lamb Chop's just gonna clippity cloppity. Get these folks off property. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Susan, come right here. Are these dead?
Those are dead. 2 of them are cut in half.
Oh.
Another one of them is burning. The 2 that are cut in half are bisected as thanks to Garp
Wow.
and his crits.
What about over here?
There are quite a few of them that are cut to ribbons or bleeding out.
Which one's bleeding out?
This one here.
That one. Then Lamb Chop's gonna come over, and he's just gonna, you know.
How far has Lamb Chop moved this turn?
Well, 30 feet was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50,
And what's Lamb Chop's move speed?
30.
Okay. So,
So-
he would not be able to clip-de-clop yet.
No, but he's just going to hang his head over. He's got this weird little fetish of just being like the Grim Reaper and hovering over people's heads.
Fair enough.
He's gonna start salivating a little bit as he anticipates.
Did y'all hear my pun? I don't know if y'all heard me.
I am the bringer of death.
We did not hear the pun.
Aw. So instead of the Grim Reaper, don't you mean the Grim Sheeper?
Okay, well, this has been a good session. Thank you all for coming out to my TED Talk.
No!
Wow.
I love you, don't do this!
I love you too. I'm not doing that. That being said, Captain Albert has gotten back to the helm and is going to steer the ship as best he can.
But we need Tanner back. The captain is above deck, so I can't shout to him. Damn. I hope that he, no, I can't say it out loud. I can't say it out loud.
What's up, Tanner? Discord is being stupid.
Uh-oh.
Garp, what are you up to? Given that your target has withdrawn and run off.
No, it's
There's not much I can do. I mean, I can unprone myself. So I use my move action. Jump from myself, and I guess I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. I just gonna go up, start working my way up back up here,
Okay.
just in case I need to fight some sea monster. Or sea magic monster.
Sea Beastie.
Sea beastie, yep. Sea beastie.
Paul is going to go and brace on the mast there. Oh, hey, I totally forgot to roll if Gabe is prone or not. So I forgot to roll his reflex because he's... Gabe? No, I just didn't roll for him at all. So give me a second.
I heard he got a nat 25.
If you guys keep doing that. Putting words in my mouth. He actually rolls a nat 1. So, Gabe is definitely prone. And that doesn't matter. What is Killa up to? What is Killa up to? Or did Jordan walk away?
Oh no, I muted myself, so y'all didn't hear me talk.
You didn't hear any of that.
So, Kella was last told by the captain to maintain control of this area and to fire the cannon when he sees fit. And realistically speaking, I don't think that Akela is going to try to punch a sea serpent, nor are there any immediate Sahagwin above decks based on the lack of clatter.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just going to maintain presence in here, and if there is there an easily identifiable firing mechanism on the cannon?
There is indeed a switch. A left, if you will.
I'm sorry, it's to the left of what?
there is indeed a switch or a lever, if you will.
Is it? Well, that lever is what opens the front, correct?
Yeah, it is actively on the cannon.
Oh, it's on the cannon.
Yeah.
Is it over here on the left or is it over here on the right?
It is on the left.
Okay, then I will go and occupy that square, and I will ready an action. I will, if I will even, if I can, I'll drop frame stance if I must, so that I can brace myself. And if the sea serpent tries to hit the ship again, I'll be ready for it. But my main focus here is to be ready to fire the cannon if the sea serpent or another important target of opportunity presents itself to me. Like if I see one of those water ones with a horn. If I get one of those in front of the vessel, I'm absolutely firing. But
Okay.
main focus is the sea serpent. If I ever get the chance, I'm pushing the button.
Okay. So you're saying that you would like to ready in action, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, I would like to ready an action to fire the switch to fire the cannon if I feel a target presents itself.
Okay. Sounds good. What is Caden up to? To kill me with.
But do you mean to address you or to you? Because you said to heal me.
Five HP to that guy. Wow.
So he was going to attempt to heal Adrestia for 5 HP. That being said, an 18 will not work for a wand, unfortunately. As the difficulty check to use a wand is a DC of 20.
Holy crap.
So with that, it's a DC of 20 to use any wand. But it's very much, once you get to the point where you can use a wand, you can use any wand, which makes it very, very potent. So unfortunately, the wand does fizzle, and Drestia does not get health. I'm sorry, Tanner.
She just... Do you reach out and touch her with the stick, and then she... Like, well, that's not the first time I've been disappointed by wood.
It's very fair. And he does poke you. Sorry, just reading the just reading that chat log. All right. Very well.
I love you, Truth.
Innuendos everywhere.
Does Healer's Touch work on wands?
It would not.
Okay. That would be stupid.
Yeah, I'd be right here.
Just to be on the safe side. Yeah. It's when you cast a healing spell.
Yes.
So I would say not from wands.
It's like, what?
I
I
mean,
know.
theoretically, you're casting the spell from the wand.
But it's not. But it's not emanating from your person.
That's true.
So the wording on the Healer's Touch achievement feat is when you cast a spell to heal a target other than yourself, the spell is maximized as though using the maximized spell effect. This does not increase the casting time of the spell. When you cast a healing spell to deal damage, or to damage a target, the spell is not maximized, but its saving throw DC is increased by +4.
Which is really strong.
And you can't add advantage feats to blinds, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So the rat folk are just bracing themselves how best they can, wherever they can.
Don't worry, my little wrestlings. I will heal you up.
My little rat things.
How far would that have been? So,
A hop, skip, and a leap. I mean, I think I could hop, skip, leap 20 feet.
hopefully you could. But can you do it in 6 seconds?
Probably. Shoot, that's a quarter mile for some cars.
Hop, skip, and leap.
No,
20 feet?
not a quarter mile.
Okay. I was
The
about to say.
for a car, what's their 6-second? Oh my! Oh come on, Fast and Furious. What was the length? What was the distance?
Okay, so that will actually hit.
Still be even worse.
So, mess the rat folk. Right.
Almost good.
Rat folk right there, who had recently moved to that position, throws a bomb at the exposed sea serpent. That being said, the fire that emanates from the bomb doesn't seem to affect the sea serpent at all.
That's not good.
Less than ideal.
Nathan, what are you up to?
Alright, so, my target has swim away.
Your target is about 70 feet off at this point.
Sail away, sail
Pretty
away.
sure crossbows can shoot 70 feet, but let me check on that. I do have an 80-foot range on my crossbow.
Yep.
Make sure to arc it.
You make sure to cock it.
But I'm pretty sure I see this big ass thing in the front of the ship too.
Yeah, you do.
And this one's running away. Okay, so it's what, about right there?
That would be about accurate.
Shit, I don't think I could actually move all the way up. Or I could move 30 feet forward and still be out of my range increment, actually.
You take what, a -2?
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well fucking try.
Alright, so 5 to right there. Which is then, yeah, that's a -2, so this will be a -1 technically from what I have as my macro.
Go for it.
12, probably a miss.
A 12 is a miss.
Yup, that sounds about right. And that is my turn.
Same as before, the rest of these rat folk are very much just trying to get to a place that is a bit more sturdy than just on the deck. While some of the rat folk are going to continue to deal with the remainder of the one Sahuguin on the ship.
Rat folk unite! Can regular sized rats swarm? Or can rat folk swarm?
Rat folk can swarm.
How terrifying would that be?
In the stories based purely around the lore of rat folk, it is very much a swarm. They are occupying the same spaces, they are cutting you to ribbons, because when they occupy the same space, they are counted as flanking for the purposes of everything. So if there are two rat folk rogues, i.e. all of, if not most of, the rats on this ship, just by them occupying the same space, they are flanking and getting sneak attack off.
Oh my god, that gives me a great idea for a character.
No, bad, Andy, bad.
Well, it'd be a set of twins.
So an important bit coming over here. The rat folk right next to Aquila is going to rummage about for a second and pull out a potion, and then is going to apply the potion to Aquila.
Okay, I will.
It puts the
I mean,
potion on
not
its
that far
skin.
off Full from what I see here, but I will not say no.
Or else it gets me hose
Actually,
again.
no, I will say no. I'll say I'm all right. Save that for someone who may be worse off, who may be hurt worse off.
I think you're a bit mistaken here. This is going to help you aim.
Oh, then by all means.
Look at you jump to conclusions, making assumptions. Rude.
None of y'all heard this.
We did because we could hear it through your microphone.
Well, yeah, but none of your characters heard it. Y'all are above decks, so I can't beg the captain to turn the ship.
And the captain did, actually.
Oh,
That
he
is
did?
not the original spot of the Sea Serpent.
It has been moving a bit, but I was not exactly confident. I suppose I should have reflected on exactly whose initiative it was relocating itself on.
I mean, it's moving. Can we poke it with the pointy part of the ship? Yes,
Well,
I know.
While that would be funny, I'm fairly certain that would deal damage to the ship
Yeah.
And to the creature.
and to the creature.
Let's just say that if the creature is comfortable enough running up to the ship and flacking the ship with its own body as a slam to knock things over, pretty sure us ramming it back ain't gonna do shit.
Well, you know what they say when somebody slams?
Welcome them to the jam.
Yep. You went there eventually, yeah.
Space Jam.
It's your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Okay, and with that, the rats have mopped up the last Sahuguin on the deck and are beginning to brace themselves as well.
Alright, lads, just the big one left.
Steady!
There's still this one left.
That one is currently about 80 feet off from the ship. Well, 40 feet from the spot that they are located. I'm not going to throw them onto the other side of
Right.
the board. Yeah. So,
Yay, target practice.
if you wanted to, you could. It is
I
not
could have. I
got
wanted to try to shoot the big one.
there. She's dead. Hey, Zick's still alive.
Hey!
Yay. And then there's Ryan in the back.
Yeah, Zick is still alive. If barely. Never gonna hear the end of that. Gabe is going to stand up.
I view Zick as like an Oliver Twist-esque kind of little rat folk. It's like, "Oi, sir, I love your stories. I'm going to dedicate my life to you now. I'm yours forever to serve."
That is one way to look at it.
It's certainly the way I'm looking at it now. I don't know if I ever could see it any other way now.
I do you all right by me. I can stab and I can slice.
All right.
I'll protect you, sir.
Guys, I only brought one beer with me here. Come on.
As far as this one is concerned, it does swim off the additional 80 feet and is now out of the range of most of your projectile weapons. So it is now 120 feet away from the spot that it's at.
Bet you a cannon can hit it from there.
Oh, it very well could. That being said, none of the cannons on that side are loaded. Because they have already been fired.
Dang. Captain! About ship!
So the Sea Serpent is actually going to ram the ship once again.
When it presents its body within a firing arc
Yeah.
that I can absolutely unleash this thing on, I would like to open fire with the cannon as it is making its way in.
Making my way downtown. Did you
You
prep?
would take a penalty to your to hit.
How much?
I'm gonna say a -10.
Oh!
Wow. To fire while it moves in?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Is it like charging in to ram it, or is it just taking a move action and then it's gonna make a combat maneuver check on its turn like it did last time?
On its turn, like it did last time.
Oh, well then, in that case, instead of trying to fire at a moving target, I will wait for it to stop moving and be up in front. I was envisioning that it was like coming in at us at high speed, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Since it is not ramming us at speed, I will wait for the most opportune moment I can to try and fire and shoot this thing straight in its face if it's not.
Shoot him in the face!
Seeing as how it hasn't come to your turn yet, that would be an option.
But I do have I have a prepared action.
Yes, you do.
So what do I gonna roll here?
I mean,
to
you
fire
could.
the main gun to shoot this thing.
Just.
So, the Sea Serpent will succeed again. I'm going to need everyone to roll me a reflex save.
Oh, okay.
Damn it!
I'm not gonna get to fire. I don't have the ability to use a prepared action to fire the main gun.
You just have to choose weapon.
Yeah.
As long as you succeed in this reflex save.
Okay.
Oh no.
I think so.
You did succeed.
Oh. Oh no.
Just for my greater understanding, why did I have to wait until he was able to use his combat maneuver check before I could fire the gun?
So the way that I was envisioning it is it was coming to ram the ship from the side, not
Okay.
exactly from the front. And
Okay.
so it wouldn't have been as opportune to fire as it is right now, being as that the ship has been knocked backwards.
I see. And I am totally fine and I understand. And now I can shoot an ugly maw.
Yes. What is your to hit for range?
My to hit for ranged is a +8.
Okay, so roll with a +30.
You got it. Oh wait.
So
You are getting
Fire the luck.
windy tonight, dude.
Fire the luck.
so
Oh wait, please.
Wow.
roll for luck.
Okay.
Okay. So
It doesn't blow up in my face. That's the
roll to
good news.
confirm.
Just left roll 20, luck is the most broken one.
Roll D20 or roll D100 again?
Roll the d20 to confirm. Confirm the fail.
Oh my god.
You're fucking kidding me.
Okay.
Oh.
You roll luck again? How does that work?
Oh my god.
You know what? For the sake of this, because this is preposterous as it is, go ahead and roll me luck once again.
Oh, my
Oh,
one
no.
comes in. Luck still fires.
Luck still fires.
Oh!
So,
You don't confirm your critical fail.
Oh, I don't know what happens. All we know is something's about to happen, and nobody knows what. Don't assume anything at this point.
If this thing explodes, I'm on the front of the ship area.
Dude, I'm next to it.
I know. Oh boy.
I'm a little less worried about you. I'm more worried about myself and Dalton.
Wow.
You wouldn't be worried
And
about
the
me.
boat.
1 in 400
And the
chance.
boat.
Oh my god. What are the chances of that shit?
1 in 400.
I
Yeah, you just said it.
think I have a repair spell.
I don't think Mend is gonna cut it this time.
Oh boy.
I've had three. I had one nat 20 and 3 nat 1s this session.
Have you rolled anything but a 20 or a 1 on your d20s?
I have had one roll.
so upon the ship being rocked,
A 12. That was my reflex save.
and upon you firing after it's been rocked, the front of the cannon that is protruding outward does indeed explode, rendering it useless after this one shot. That being said, the front of the ship is also severely damaged from this, as there is shrapnel and debris going every which way.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I heard I've lost him, boys. I've lost him.
I don't hear him either.
The last thing I heard is the cannon, the front of the cannon blew open, rendering it useless. And
So-
the front of the ship, and that's all.
He's here.
So, you can hear me now, yeah?
Yes.
Now I can, yes.
So the front of the ship is completely a wreck. The pointy bit that you were saying ram it with
There's no more.
is no more at all. Just gonna go ahead and delete that from both of them now. As shrapnel and debris fire off, dealing a resounding, ridiculous amount of damage just based on the preposterous amount of luck there.
For sheer posterity's sake, if I cannot roll it and you want to roll it, may
I
it
have-
at least be rolled publicly.
I have unfortunately already rolled that.
May I see a screenshot? Or know the total?
The total amount of damage was 127.
Man, am I gonna feel real good when I walk up on my next turn and shoot it for 3 damage.
Oh, please, please let it be dead.
It is not.
Oh my god. Captain, we got a problem!
Ooh, I think he even know.
Pretty sure everyone on the ship knows something
Yeah.
just fucking happened.
Yeah.
So, as the cannon goes off, destroying a good portion of the ship,
And boom goes the dynamite.
the serpent itself no longer even feels the need to be here. It just took a hefty amount of damage in the form of 97 damage past its fire resistance. Basically knocking it down to half health. It's now just going to spend its remainder of its move action to just flee. It's not even gonna worry about it. It's not here for it. The rainstorm itself was even... It sounds quieter because everyone is basically deaf at this point, with the catastrophic amount of explosion that just happened.
What the fuck was that? Shit, sorry guys.
And that...
I don't even hear it.
And
You're
that's
not gonna hear anything for a month.
And that's going to be the end of combat.
And if we can, just because Tanner is not able to be with us in Discord, if we want to end it here, I think that's about as good a place as any. If y'all want to keep going, I'm down, but
This is as good as place to any to call it, because this is all I had, given the circumstances.
okay. So since we're calling it here, and because Daniel's on the phone, I have to ask for him. Do we level up?
Yes.
Yes!
Yay, level up.
Oh, good. It's been a while.
Been a while.
It has been a while.
long time.
So, I have to ask, are we all good for next week?
Yep, I'm good.
Believe so.
Hello? To my knowledge, yes.
What time are we good for? 7, like, this week? Or...
Yeah, I don't get off till 6 now.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my health. So, D8 plus con.
I don't think so anymore. I think it's mostly just hit.
Okay.
Yay!
I don't know if I trust the roll 20 to roll my.
I don't. I'll be honest with you, I don't. It's been very cruel to me on D8s with damage rolls. I'm not about to roll my hit die on roll 20. Unless I am specifically instructed to, I do not want to.
I mean, if we all are.
Would you kindly roll your health here?
As you wish.
As you wish.
We'll take it.
Nice.
It's the top half.
I broke 50 health.
The top half of average.
I broke
Paladin's
50
a
health.
D10, right?
Paladin is a D10.
I don't think that we can take average, Tanner. It's more about the theoretical average roll on a D8 is 4.5. D&D allows you to take the average on a level up, but Pathfinder does not have that as an option. So you will have to roll your
Alright, I'm about to hit enter. Damn it!
Oof.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got roll 20. It's alright, I got plus 6.
This brings us to level 5, so we do not get a stat up. Do we get anything else?
Feet. Level 5.
A feat. Okay.
We got a few.
No. You would
No?
not receive anything else, aside from the standard fanfare.
And feat, which so it's a feat and then whatever your class gives you.
Is it me? Roll 5?
Oof, feels bad,
Yeah,
Tanner.
it's odd levels on Pathfinder. But that's, I know he gave us an extra feat last level, so I didn't know if that's something Like, if you're changing that or what, or are we keeping the regular stuff?
Extra feet last level? What
I
are your
think-
Or,
I think you have a class feature that gives you that rather than.
no, I don't
it
remember.
being
He
a-
gave us something extra when we leveled up. I don't remember.
Well, no,
what it was, but-
it's a variant. It's a variation on
So,
stat.
last level up to what he gave us extra was depending on what.
Trust me, I don't have an extra feat. I'm low on feats as
No,
it
no,
is.
I know what it was. Me and you took the same thing. We took the talented tree. Me and you both got an extra thing we can put our talented into.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Well,
Okay.
my hexes are now cure moderates.
Noise.
Alright.
Let me look at my pencil.
And I will be taking the feat extra hex, and I will be taking evil eye.
Hey, I finally have ranged options, boys.
All right.
Fine.
Well, I got gang up, which is pretty
Oh,
nice.
precise shot. Thank God. Thank God.
So, Tanner, what is your constitution modifier? Actually, I have your character sheet.
Pretty sure I could take precise shot. Yeah, all I need is point blank shot, which I have, so we're good.
Thank you. Okay, so Cadence Health is now updated.
Hey, I have crane wing now.
Okay.
I have sticks and stones,
There we go.
and I have crane wing. Life is good. And I have knowledge is power for magic. So now my fists are magic, and I have mind over body.
Well,
These are
good thing,
great.
good thing for you, Jordan. When me and you are up on one dude together, or anyone,
yeah.
or even
Yeah.
Daniel, I have gang up now.
Yeah.
You get half my smite bonus for.
Hell, dude, I'm gonna be your punching partner. You and I are gonna just tag team dudes all day and ruin their entire lives. Because you know what's gonna happen whenever you give me buffs to ruin dudes' lives? You know what happens? I then get to trip those dudes so that you can then ruin their lives more.
Alright, so
It's gonna be a good time.
just to check, what is Adrestia's constitution modifier?
2.
2?
She's now at 52 health.
52 health. Alright,
And Lamb Chop is at 26.
that is correct. Just making sure everyone has been adjusted for.
I am now at with a 5 on the dice and a +1 con. I am at +6. I could go to 42 HP, or I could get the extra skill point. I think I've been taking the skill point up to now. I'm pretty sure I've been taking the skill point. Have I been taking the skill point? Let me see. I'm muttering to myself. 2 plus
Wow.
yeah, I've been taking the skill point.
I'll turn that down.
So now I have the ability to deal my unarmed damage as a ranged attack to any opponent within 15 feet with a 15-foot range increment. I also can do that as a flurry of blows. Oh, it's half my unarmed strike damage. Excuse me.
Texas homeowners all the electric companies are raising their rates.
I can
You
also
stop
use
them.
it at
We're getting
range
solar
with
panels
Conquering
installed
Fist.
at no cost
It
to
also
you. You
applies
get your
my
power from the
magical.
sun. Now, what that's gonna do for you
It also
is
counts
make
as
your
magical
power meter
attacks for the
run
purposes of
smart.
bypassing
That's
DR.
gonna put a credit on your electric bill. You never have to
We get third level spells.
Immunity to all diseases, including supernatural and magical diseases. Once per day is a free action. If I can react when I'm dealt damage, I can turn the damage into non-lethal and shrug off any adverse effects that apply, such as poison, crits, sneak attacks, etc. But that cannot be triggered on spells or abilities that do not directly deal damage, such as breath weapons, scares, gases, etc.
I am now able to half of my level of y'all
So I've got 41
are now
HP.
also able to receive my relentless buff whenever we're traveling. So relentless means we can travel for 16 hours a day without it being considered forced march.
So
That's
I got
going
a
to
question.
seriously help our mobility.
I'll let you roll on this one. So gang up allows me to give half my bonus, right, of vindictive smite. So if an ally falls in battle, my bonus to damage rolls increases by 2 for each level. So right now that'd be like 10 more damage. Would if that 1, 2, or 2 turns, would my ally get +5 to damage?
Close along with their companions, this allows her to spend a move action to gain half her Vindictive Smite bonus against a single target to all allies within 30 feet who can see and hear her. The bonus lasts for a number of rounds equal to the Vindictive Bastard Charisma modifier, plus Divine Bond. Alrighty, take care, Tanner.
Later, dude. Blessings.
Later.
Later, bub.
Really good. Yeah, really sexy. Oh, that's
I mean, I imagine it would, and it's still part of the bonus. Just half of it.
Sorry, let me read here. Damage against target Smite addition gains deflection bonus equal to Charisma. An ally. Powers. Bonus damage on the first attack that hits increases by 2. Gotcha. So for the first attack against that target that you have smited, if someone goes down or dies or gets knocked out, they would receive half that bonus.
But that's every turn though, right? First attack or just first attack period.
It does just say on the first attack that hits.
Oh.
It's not every turn, it's not every round. It's just the first attack that hits.
I wonder if it's I guess I don't know. They also get it. So is it? I also have it, and then they also have it, or it's just me? And say they attack first, would they be able to take my bonus away from me? Of the 10 damage.
If the target of Vindictive Smite has rendered an ally of the Vindictive Bastard unconscious or dead within the last 24 hours, the bonus on damage rolls on the first attack that hits increases by 2 for every paladin level she has. On gang up, it is close bond with your allies, gain half her Vindictive Smite bonus against a single target.
Oatmeal, sand, and orange essential oil. Sage.
I mean, I guess that one will be wholly up to how you want to. If it ever even comes up.
Then add exfoliants like sea salt and oatmeal and natural scents like citrus and essential oils. We pour this heavenly mixture into a mold where the saponification takes place. This is the cold process.
Yay, I got fly now.
I would say that it is. I would say that portion would not apply. Just because it's one of those things that I feel like we would very easily overlook.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Excluding your character, given that this is a class feature for your character.
Makes sense. That's why I brought it up now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I wonder.
Quick question, guys.
What's up?
Is there a point in me taking Cure Light?
You would have the ability to use wands of Cure Light without having to make use magic device checks to use them.
Would you? Hold on, question. Would that allow you to use the scroll?
Yes.
Yes, it would.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to have.
That's
Especially
kind of what I was
since
thinking. It adds more. It adds to where Andy, like if Andy's not able to get to somebody,
Or
thing.
if
You
and,
put a couple
or
scrolls
if,
on you.
or if everyone who has Cure Light as a spell goes down.
That's true, because if Adrestius goes down, we don't have a healer. So
Right.
I guess that
Right
would be...
now, at this moment, I don't have the UMD check to reliably use one of those scrolls in an emergency.
And as you've seen with Caden here, trying to use a wand isn't a surefire thing.
I'm gonna take your light.
I support this decision.
I do too.
Not to mention, it fits your character, given that positive energy negatively affects undead.
Yup, and Cure Light is not an enchantment, right? It is a,
Hey,
shit.
Jordan,
Yeah.
what's a good feat that I might want to look at?
There are several great options for you. The real question I have is, are you wanting to lean more into your martial bash crit style of thing, or what are you vibing? Where are you wanting to take your character at this point that you're not already at?
I like the ability to hit hard, like really hard with one shot.
You just want to really just keep that going. You've got power attack, I know.
Yeah.
You got Furious Focus already, correct?
Correct.
I don't think it's okay. I don't think Furious Focus is necessarily worth yet. I think it's worth getting after level 8 because right now it's only a -2, but it's not bad.
I already have it.
Yeah, and you've already got it. You got Weapon Focus?
Don't think so.
Oh,
It's a
that's
must.
right. As a drow, I have something else that goes
Especially
up
if you want Weapon
Yes,
Focus
you do.
is a prerequisite for improved critical.
Okay, so
Which improved critical is going to be much more valuable to you overall than getting the keen enchant slapped on your weapon. You will be much better served. You will be much better served by just taking the improved critical.
there was something. What was it? Vital.
Grabbing improved critical, though, requires his BAB to be a +8.
Yeah, I mean that's not yet, but like it's in the works.
And Weapon Focus is just, hey, +1 to hit with the weapon focus of your choice. Question: does your class give you the ability to treat your class levels as fighter levels for the purposes of determining feats? Some classes let you do that.
No, it does not.
No, because it's still technically paladin.
Okay.
It's just a paladin without an order, or I guess oath, or whatever. I was kicked out, so I don't have spells. I remember there was a whole line that I was looking at one point, and now I can't think of it. I'll have to find it eventually.
What did the line do for you?
I hit really fucking hard later on.
So that would be the Vital Strike.
That's what I was thinking of.
That being said,
can't take it until you have BAB 6.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I know that, but I'm just trying to keep like I had a plan for the character, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
What was your plan for the character? Because I mean, Vital Strike is certainly relevant and good, but Vital Strike also does not multiply on a crit.
I know. I definitely want improved crit. I know that much.
What paladin features do you still like hang on to?
Basically none. I mean, it's kind. To be 100% honest with you, Jordan, it's kind of a GIMP class in a sense,
Yeah.
but it
Sorry,
gets
we're
good.
about gimped classes.
So, for instance,
I understand you picked it more for the role play and more for the character than you did for the actual class features themselves, and I get that. I'm just trying to figure out how I can best help because of how much stuff you lose. That sounds like it's paladin relevant. You lose a lot of the use out of a lot of different feats that are paladin feats. So it's hard to recommend anything that I wouldn't say any fighter wielding a two-handed sword would.
I get things like, as a vindictive bastard, of course, I get vindictive smite instead of smite.
Right. There's no smite-based feats that I recall.
But I also every few levels I can get what's it the team feats.
Teamwork feats, yeah.
But as a vindictive bastard, I have solo tactics, so I can use them by myself.
Which is what the Inquisitor does, yeah.
Yes.
So I follow along with that, but that also doesn't necessarily make me recommend anything outside of is your solo tactics limited to a number of uses per day, or or if you were to take other teamwork feats with your regular feat slots, would you be able to use them solo like your other solo tactics feat?
I think there is a limit. I'm gonna have to get back to it.
Okay.
But I think there is a limit. But right now I can use it 2 or 3 times. Alright, so I was looking. What is Vital Strike again?
Vital Strike is dealing twice your weapon damage in a singular strike, but only adding your strength damage one time. And any relevant feats one time. You're simply going, hey, my 1d10 is now a 2d10 for this strike, but everything else is the same.
What's your intimidate check, bud?
With or without intimidating prowess.
Do you have intimidating prowess?
Yes.
I always assume it's on then.
Okay, so assuming it's on,
it's whenever you want it, right? Intimidating prowess is literally
it's basically always on. So 14.
Yeah. So I have 2 recommendations for you that are not weapon focused. Then, one is based on whenever you hit someone with a power attack. The other is you take a standard action to do this, but you essentially can taunt enemies into attacking you instead of any of us, and force someone to engage.
Which one was that?
There's two options. Frighten them when you hit them with a power attack, or make them attack you by making them fly into a rage. By making an intimidate check against them.
That is definitely.
Yeah. So let me tell you about antagonize. You can make diplomacy and intimidate checks to make creatures respond to you with hostility. No matter which skill you use, antagonizing a creature takes a standard action that does not provoke AOs, and has a DC equal to 10 plus the target's hit dice plus the target's wisdom modifier. You cannot make this check against a creature that does not understand you or has an intelligence score of 3 or lower. So you have to be able to speak its language. Or at the very least be able to communicate in a basic sense. Before you make these checks, you may make a sense motive check as a swift action to gain an insight bonus on these diplomacy checks equal to your charisma bonus until the end of your turn. The benefits you gain for this check depending on the skill you use. But realistically speaking, the main purpose for intimidate is the creature flies into a rage. On its next turn, the target must attempt to make a melee attack against you, make a ranged attack against you, target you with a spell, or include you in the area of a spell. The effect ends if the creature is prevented from attacking you, or if attempting to do so would harm it. For example, if you are on the other side of a chasm or a wall of fire. If it cannot attack you this turn, you may make the check again as an immediate action to extend the effect for 1 round and only 1 round. The effect ends as soon as the creature attacks you. Once you have targeted a creature with this ability, you cannot target it again for 1 day. That is antagonize. The other feat that I have is Cornagon Smash. Cornagon Smash is, really you can't take it yet. You would need to be level 7, 6 at the earliest. So I guess it's not as relevant now. So I guess my recommendations are with your level 5 feat, weapon focus or antagonize. Cornagon Smash though, just to get it out of the way,
I will
whenever you
probably take weapon focus because it does go into the build I want more.
Sure.
Just out of curiosity, for Garp, what did you pick talented in?
Okay, so we had, I believe, 3 of them, right? At this point, no?
Yes.
At this
Yeah,
point, yes.
3 of them at this point.
I wrote it down. Where I write it down? Okay, talented. So I put it in intimidate because I didn't have intimidate at first.
Mhm.
Perception and what was the third one I put it in?
Oh, that's right. We get skills.
We did get some perception. I put it in. Well, let's see. What did I put that last one in? So I think my last one.
wow.
I know I used it on intimidate.
That's nuts.
These nuts.
That's nuts.
Oh no. Okay. I took it.
No, I have been taking the
Okay.
skill point to level. I was looking at that wrong.
I put it in. I put it in bluff. That's right.
Bluff.
Yeah, because I have intimidate, perception. Because I have diplomacy. Because I have natural diplomacy, which is already 12. So I gave myself intimidate with it because I didn't have that. And of course, I gave myself perception because for some reason paladins don't have perception, and I would like that to just max out every level, basically.
Yeah.
Paladins don't have perception because they don't have wisdom.
Makes sense.
You could always go with the persuasive feat, which gives you a +2 benefit to diplomacy and intimidate checks, and if you get over 10 ranks in those skills, it bumps up by another +2.
Wow, that would be massive. It's a possible route. I haven't picked my feet yet.
Yeah, I'd say another possibility. The diplomacy one, or the one that gives bonuses to diplomacy and to intimidate,
Bless
is
you.
definitely a solid choice. Persuasive is definitely great for if you're using both frequently. But if you're not, because so far from what I've seen, you definitely lean more towards to intimidate. Which why wouldn't you?
Because I'm the goddamn Batman.
I mean, if you're gonna take a feat that is going to boost the total of your intimidate, just go for skill focus. Just take the skill focus feat. Just take the one that's gonna give you an increased, I think it's like +3 miscellaneous bonus to the check, and it's gonna increase to a +6 whenever you hit 10 ranks in it. Just make it ludicrous.
So the thing here is that Garp's diplomacy is maxed out as well, correct?
No, it's not maxed out. It's at 3 of 5. Well, I haven't done my skills at this level, but it as a level 4, it was 3 of 4.
Okay, so it is something that Garp can do, and the persuasive does give him a +2 to both, and works similarly to skill focus, in the fact that it'll end up being a +4 to both instead of a +6 to one. Not to mention it can also stack with skill focus.
Very true. I acknowledge that diplomacy does give the higher bonus to both skills overall, but it's just if you're focusing intimidate, that's my only counterpoint is just the overall net gain. That's all. It's all your show though.
That is entirely true. It is entirely up to him.
But Garp,
Just clarify,
well-
upon level up, you either get your favorite class bonus, a skill point, or an HP as well, right?
Yes.
Alright, I have added one more to my HP then, just so you're aware, Sanchez.
Thank you.
Wait. We get what?
What?
So, whenever you level up in Pathfinder, not only do you get your HP, your roll, your skill points you would get from your class, but you also get the choice of one of these 3 things. You get 1 HP, 1 skill point, or your favorite class bonus. Remember, that's how Perkins is getting that bonus to his crit confirmations.
We get that every level?
As long as you are putting a level into your favorite class bonus, which is something you would choose, or correction, your favorite class, which is something you choose when you create the character. Typically,
It's the first level, the first class you take.
Yeah. That being said, if you felt like being weird about it, you could be like, yeah, my favorite class is Alchemist, but I'm a bard.
Because I'm going to go Alchemist later.
Yeah. So currently...
So I can either have 5 more health or 5 more skill points. I did not realize this.
Me neither.
Favorite class bonus for Paladin?
Nothing good.
Is it really?
Nothing that would currently affect his class is what I'm getting at.
I'm just curious.
I mean, I might actually just take the health.
It is +1 to your energy resistance of one kind of energy.
Oh, well,
That's
that.
actually not bad.
It's,
that?
I mean,
What do y'all mean favorite class bonus?
Okay, so what, you're a human, right?
So
Yeah.
Human. On Pathfinder, just go to human.
Because the base class.
There we go.
And you scroll down to favored class options.
Andy, you have been doing this, which is your additional cleric spell on your
Right.
list.
I do get my additional card. Ooh, that means I need to pull from.
Put like 5 into fire resistance, just boom, and just have 5 fire resistance right now.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'll debate it. I'll think about it. But
Oh.
like, flat health is not that bad either.
So that means
No,
that means I need to pull a spell from cleric level 1 and 2.
That would be correct.
There are no favorite.
But I can't take that every level, can I?
I either get the H.
You can take that every level. There isn't a stipulated max like there are on some. For instance, for Paladin.
Oh,
It's a
you
max per energy type
can add.
for
Yeah.
Paladin.
That's really dumb.
What's dumb?
Enforcer. Intimidate 1 rank. Whenever you deal non-lethal damage with a melee weapon, I acknowledge non-lethal melee weapon, you can make an intimidate check to demoralize your target as a free action. If you are successful, the target is shaken for a number of rounds equal to the damage dealt. If your attack was a critical hit, your target is frightened for 1 round with a successful intimidate check, as well as being shaken for a number of rounds equal to the damage dealt.
Scary.
So I should have.
Literally terrified.
So
Well, figuratively terrifying because terrified is a condition.
I can have 5 spells off of the cleric spell list.
That is correct. That being said, they have to be 1 level below your max.
Right.
So you have just unlocked the ability to get a 2nd level cleric spell upon hitting level 5. Because you have just gained the ability to cast your 1st level, 3rd level spell, you can now pull it from the 2nd level spell list.
Since I've only taken 1 spell, and that has been the Orison Enhanced Diplomacy.
So I'm fairly certain that there were 2 of them that you took, which was Enhanced Diplomacy, and then another one, which was, I believe...
I'm gonna go ahead and leave the call, y'all. It was a good session.
Yep.
Alright, bud.
Take care.
Last spell that I have to last feat that I have to recommend for you, that may not be of the most use to you until you get Cornagon Smash, but something that lets you be intimidate based and really put that to use. Hurtful. Anytime that you hit someone who's shaken or otherwise frightened, on your turn, you can spend a swift action to make an additional melee attack against them. If you miss, then or fail to deal damage, then your shaken effect ends. But that's not a big deal if you also have Cornagon Smash, because you can keep reapplying intimidate checks with Cornagon Smash. There's nothing limiting the number of times per day you can use that particular feat.
That being said, enemies do gain benefits or a bonus against the fear effect or to be demoralized each time that you try and fear them.
Interesting.
So,
Y'all give me much to ponder about in this week.
Yeah, I think I've only taken the one spell.
So based off of the 2 spell lists,
Each later one is an additional +5, right?
yes.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out the call too because I'm still finishing up work.
Oh, you were working this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
But I was being a good player and I was trying to do all I could to be involved and be active and whatnot. That's why occasionally I was muted and not immediately unmuting myself whenever my turn was starting.
That's all right.
Dogs
Thank you.
definitely don't help, but hey. And
Um,
also, yeah, I love you guys. Don't want to miss another session. And I can run combat and work NDF easier than when we role play and work than whenever we're doing role play and I'm having to work because role play distracts my brain functions, which is why I'm gonna get out of this call right now. But love you guys. Great session.
Alright, bud.
See
lady,
y'all next-
sweet.
So Andy, do you have the spell or the Orzen Spark?
No.
You do not have Spark. Spark is the only other spell on the Cleric spell list that is not on the Shaman spell list for Orzens. So,
I mean, shamans have dancing lights.
so what Spark does
Or
is
light.
you are able to ignite flammable objects. So if there's a candle, you can light the candle with an Orzen. Likewise, torches you could light. Barrel full of gunpowder. Technically speaking, you could light.
So, touch spell?
It is instantaneous. It is close, so 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. You can make an unattended fine flammable object, so small, candles, matches, the like, catch on fire. This works as if you were using flint and steel, except that you can use spark in any sort of weather, and it takes less time to ignite an object.
Okay. So it's either that, a skill point, or 1 HP.
Yes. And likewise, upon you hitting, what is it, level 4?
So at level 1, I would have to choose either a health or a skill point.
Health or skill point or enhanced diplomacy or spark.
Okay, so I took it. I took enhanced diplomacy. So that was level 1. Level 2.
You again could choose between a Orzen being spark because it's the only one that exists on.
Let's do spark. Because that one's
Okay.
actually applicable.
So now you have both of the level 1. At level 3, you can take a first level cleric spell and add that to your spell list.
Which there's a crap load of them.
Yes, there are. Looking at them side by side, you already have Bless, aspect of the Nightingale, Bane, Barb Change exists on both. Blend exists on Shaman, but not Cleric. so you don't have to worry about
Command could be really good.
that. Is Command on? It is not, so you could take Command. You could also take Compel Hostility.
Mhm.
You could take.
Trying to think of like what would work with her. Ooh, infernal healing.
Death Watch.
Yeah.
Reveal how near death subjects are within 30 feet. And that's on the cleric spell list, not the shaman's. Using the power of necromancy, you determine the condition of creatures near death. With the spell range, you instantly know whether each creature within the area is dead, fragile, alive, and wounded, within 3 or fewer hit points left. Fighting off death for 4 or more hit points, healthy, undead, or neither alive nor dead, such as constructs. So it lets you know quite a bit about the area surrounding you, and it lasts 10 minutes per level. It's a 30-foot cone-shaped emanation. Gotcha. So it's basically wherever you're looking within 30 feet.
Do I get that as a shaman? I don't get weapon wand as a shaman. That could be very good.
Yes, good. What is addressed to you as weapon of choice, though?
Right now, she just has a long spear.
Yeah, that would work.
I need to find her a staff.
I mean, you had a staff, but you sold it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that was entirely within you guys' choice.
Oh yeah, no. Most definitely. Okay, so weapon wand. Would not be bad. Alright, so weapon wand. Death Watch. Command. Decomposed corpse. Do I have that?
Decomposed corpse. Ah, there it is. I don't believe you do, actually. No, it doesn't. So that would allow you to clean off all of the meat and rags off of a corpse very quickly.
I mean,
there is a singular dead rat on the ship. If you would like to, no, there's also a lot of dead Sahagwin.
there's a lot of dead Sahagwin. But I can't fit any more in my bag of holding.
That's very true. Wait, didn't we upgrade? Yeah, we did upgrade, and now you have 3.
No.
How many undead do you have currently?
Yeah, it's 3. No.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, because we had 2 at the beginning and then picked up another one.
Yep. And you have an actual bag of holding now, right?
I do have an actual bag of holding.
Which is 100 pounds?
No, we did the math on this. Alright. Bag of holding.
Is 250
250
pounds. Of
pounds.
content.
We said a skeleton was 25 pounds. So it can hold 10.
About.
Yeah. Oh no, we googled that one. I remember that.
Yeah. That being said, there's also the 30 cubic feet. That is problematic, but I mean,
Well, skeletons are...
they're compressible.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. If you wanted to, you could fit an entire person inside of a
One.
handbag.
Yeah, 1 cubic feet. Easy.
I don't know about 1 cubic foot, just because you've got bits like the femur.
Femur longer. Yeah, okay, so 2 cubic feet.
So, you have enough space, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so are we gonna go with their 2 cubic feet or their 25 pounds?
They're 25 pounds. The bag of holding is going based off of both. So
Oh,
if
okay,
you,
so
if you have 31 cubic feet of water, that's not going to weigh 100 or that's not going to weigh 250 pounds.
Right.
But that will not fit inside the bag.
Okay, so I can hold 10 in there.
Yes. Wait, you can hold 10 in there. Yes, because 25. Gotcha.
Yep. Math. Yeah.
I could do math. I've been doing math all day.
You know what? I think we're gonna take decomposed corpse as a level 1.
One of the 2 level 1s, right?
So far.
Because at level 4, you could grab another first level. So, using the spell rapidly decomposes the flesh of a single corpse of huge or smaller. Leaving behind a perfect clean skeleton. If cast on a non-skeletal corporeal undead, the creature takes a -2 on all rolls and to its end. Okay, that is a surprisingly more beneficial spell.
What?
So, decompose undead. If it is cast on a undead that is not a skeleton and has a corporeal form, so in this case a zombie, the zombie would then take a -2 penalty on all rolls and to its armor class and CMD for 1 minute. So say a vampire or a lich, you could decompose corpse on them and cause them to take a -2 penalty.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's actually a lot more viable than I thought. It is one of those, if someone goes, "Oh my god, how could you have that spell?"
Drop out an entire bag of skeletons and be like, what you gonna do about it?
That is one way to do that, and I'm not sure how that would turn out for you just yet.
Probably badly. Unless I had 10 of them. Then it'd be a little different.
If you had 10, that's a little different. If they are 10 fully armed skeletons, that's entirely different.
Well, I've got 3 fully armed.
When I'm saying fully armed, I mean dressed in armor, swords, shields.
Oh yeah, no, we only have
magic items. Because
we're getting there.
Yeah, you get where I'm going.
We're getting there.
2 bags of holding. Dump out 1 skeletons. Dump out the other magic items. Okay, pick up your shit and let's go to war.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
At some point. I mean, it's fun now, but funner.
Alright, so decomposed corpse.
You could also pick up Divine Favor. Never mind. Divine Favor is specifically for you.
Yeah,
which
it's
gives you a
self.
+1. Yeah. You can cast it on Lamb Chop. Give Lamb Chop a +.
+1 right now. +2 next level.
Yeah. You could give Lamb Chop a +1 to attack and damage rolls. Which isn't, I mean, with the way that we've described it, Lamb Chop would then, that doesn't count against your score.
This is true. Oh, what was the
There was Weapon Wand, Decomposed Corpse, Death Watch, Infernal Healing, Command, Murderous Command.
Murderous Command. That's dirty.
Oh yeah, I mean it only lasts a singular round, but that's still a round that, you know.
We're not have to worry about them hitting us.
Yeah, or, you know, in the case of, say, a large creature such as an ogre, who don't necessarily have strong will saves, you can now have the ogre attack, you know, the smaller creatures first.
So I have been forgetting to tell you my wandering spirits that I take every day. I need to start doing that.
Yeah. And then there is also the fact that you just hit level 5, which doesn't get you anything.
Nothing. Next level is my wandering hex,
Which is the important one.
Which is the important one.
What does the Wandering Spirit feature get you?
So Wandering Spirit allows me to utilize one other spirit, and I can use the spells, you know, up to whatever.
Gotcha. You gain access to the spirit ability of that spirit as well.
Oh.
So, for instance, let's check out Ancestor.
I have picked out Battle, Heaven, Lore, Slums, and Tried. Battle's pretty cool. I can enlarge person at level 1.
Okay. So, and that is the spirit ability?
That's that's the spell.
That's the spell. So, the Wandering Spirit
Is
also
it only
gives
the
you... So you also gain access to the spirit ability, which in the case of battle, you gain battle spirit.
Spirit battle. +1 morale bonus on. Wow. Huh.
So that would be a standard action to activate, but
I can cast Bless and Spirit Battle? Do those stack?
Depends. What bonus is Bless? I have way too many tabs open.
Me too. Bless is a +1 morale bonus.
So no, it would not. Because the spirit ability is also a morale bonus, and morale bonuses don't stack.
But the spirit ability gives attack for damage. Bless does not.
So in that case, they would stack-ish.
Right. It would just be better to... Well, I mean, you get saving throws against fear effects.
So if you used both Bless and the Battle Spirit, your allies would be gaining a +1 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls, along with the fear effect. But that's 2 turns to give them effectively a +1 to 3 stats. So that's kind of
meh. That's not bad. I mean,
but from, correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you didn't know that you had access to the spirit ability as well.
Sure didn't.
Okay. At which point
we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back through and reread all of these.
Yeah. Because that's rather important. Because in addition to that, at level 12, you gain the ability to use the greater version of the Wandering Spirit ability, and at level 20 you can use the true version of a Wandering Spirit, which greatly changes what you can do.
Right, because I also get them. There's also a feat that I can take that allows me to swap my Wandering Spirit as a swift action.
Really?
Yeah.
That is... there is flexible hex and extra hex, but I don't see a feat for Wandering Spirits. Here it is. Flexible hex. Once per day, as a swift action, you can change your Wandering Hex. When you change your hex, the new hex must be associated with the Wandering Spirit you currently bonded with. At 12th level, you can change either both of your Wandering Hexes, either or both. Gotcha.
I'm gonna have to find that feat.
Find what feat?
The one for changing your Wandering Spirit.
If that exists, shoot me the link to it.
Oh yeah.
But I'm fairly certain it was flexible hex you were looking at.
Yeah, I remember because I've got that list. I've got that written down on my my tracking sheet.
Yeah. Because that's really strong. To just be able to go, oh hey, by the way, I can now do this thing. Like, let's check out Flame. Oh hey, I can now do Cinder Dance and Flame Curse. Oh wait, no, I want to do Gaze of Flame.
Ancestors is meh. Bones is meh. Same thing for Flame, doing a bit of damage. Frost is same thing, but but it's a ranged touch attack, and it's cold. I know I had Heaven Down, and then so the Heaven Hex for Heaven's Leap is basically Jester's Jaunt, so that I can grab anybody.
Holy crap, that is strong.
Right. Oh hey, you're about to die. Oh hey, no you're not.
You teleport the target to a space you can see within 30 feet of the target. Destination must be solid ground. Teleportation cannot enter a space of natural hazard. Oh my gosh, that is powerful. Because that means that you can then position your allies and basically move them 30 feet for free.
Yes.
Not to mention, if you use Hex Vulnerability with that, you can move them around as much as you want.
Yes.
That is...
Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research.
I can see that.
I've been going in and reading all of these. And hold on, what's the ability on this one? Which isn't bad. Stardust. You know,
It's not.
makes something non-invisible.
Which is surprisingly helpful depending on what it is. There's also the Void adaptation, which is the Greater Spirit, which unfortunately you don't get until 12th level. But gaining 60 feet of dark vision, it's not bad.
Going through all of
Okay.
these.
So lore isn't bad as far as the ability goes.
Nope.
Just standard action and oh hey, I can attempt a knowledge skill check with a bonus equal to my shaman level.
And then the spell list, or the hex, arcane enlightenment.
Yeah.
Go back and get some wizard spells,
Very well, good.
like level 2 command undead.
Yeah.
See, I don't need to be a wizard.
I mean, this is the reason why I steered you in the direction of shaman in the first place. Because I know when we first started talking about Adrestia, you were like, "Oh, hey, I could be a wizard or sorcerer."
Yeah, no, this works out well.
And I'm glad it did. Just because, oh my god, the amount of viability from this class.
That one's not bad. That one gives Storm Burst. It just gives everybody a 20% miss chance.
Which one is that?
This is nature. Oh my gosh, slums.
Yeah, I just...
Doors everywhere. Ah!
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, this...
Now I really wish that Perkins had taken levels in shaman.
Oh man. That would have been fantastic. A shaman rogue.
What are the,
Spells are charm person, summon swarm, hold person, confusion. Hex is accident. Wow. City spirit. Gaining a +4 bonus on all dexterity and wisdom based skill checks.
That's not bad.
Word of the city. Wow. Okay. I need to remember that ability though. Dimension door.
Oh yeah.
Actually, okay, so initially it functions as Jester's Jaunt, then as Dimension Door.
The shaman can use this ability as per...
I know how to... I just... Hold up. I need to look at Dimension Door.
Oh my goodness.
You already know what I'm thinking!
No, I was looking at the Greater Spirit ability, which gives you access to evasion and improved uncanny dodge.
Automatically.
Yeah, just having that Wandering Spirit goes, oh hey, you've got evasion and improved uncanny dodge. You can't be flanked unless they beat your rogue level.
That's at level 12, so you could start going rogue at level 12 or after level 12.
Well, the joke there is you wouldn't even have to. 'Cause
Right.
improved uncanny dodge works in a very particular way where they need to beat your level.
Oh, that's
in
good.
their
That's true.
level. Because improved uncanny dodge. If a character already has uncanny dodge from another class. Here it is. This defense denies another rogue the ability to sneak attack the character by flanking her, unless the attacker has at least 4 more rogue levels than the target does. So, yes, theoretically, if you were being attacked by a rogue, that wouldn't matter. But that's one of those, even if they are a rogue, they still need to outdo you.
So I could do a mythic.
Mythic.
Doors to everywhere.
What are you referring to with mythic?
Dimension door at level 9. Tree stride.
So, whenever you see the text for mythic there, what that's referring to is the mythic system, which is something that we're not playing with.
Okay.
Yeah, just due to the fact that it begins to become an arms race that the players don't necessarily ever get to win, because this is yes, you're a level 1 hero, but you are a mythic hero. You're like Hercules. You're like this well-known character already. But that's not really the story I want to go with this campaign, and not something that I want to do the numbers on, just because it gets to be too much. Such as, say, a mythic fireball, where instead of rolling d6s, you're rolling d10s. Up to 10 d10.
So I can do that 3 times a day. Oh. Doors everywhere. Dump out an entire, couple of bags. Oh. Bye. Doors everywhere.
Yep. And is it
Wow.
only 3 times per day?
3 times per day, plus 1 additional time per day at 12th level and 20th level.
That is
So
really
strong. And I can teleport.
I would
You
say,
and touched objects or other touched willing creatures.
I would say for the instances of this spell, the difference that they are referring to is just distance, because Gesture's Jaunt is 30 feet, as to where Dimension Door is 100 feet. So just the distance you can teleport, not the fact that it gets specifically...
Dimension Door is 400 feet plus 40 feet per level.
Yes, you are correct. What I was more referring to is with the Doors to Everywhere ability, it says it can transport only you. So I imagine when they say treat this as Dimension Door, they're referring to distance you can travel.
So how long does that stay up then?
What do you mean stay up?
Okay, step through any door and instantly exit through another distant door, regardless of the spell. Adjacent to a door or similar opening. So it has to be in a building.
Yes.
Got it.
And it doesn't stay open. It's one of those.
It's just
you
go through. Yeah, you go through it.
Yeah.
Although 14 is tree stride, so then I can do it outside. Just gotta have trees.
Yep. Which is terrifying, because that is some Fey level, just running around a tree and you're gone levels of what?
Stone is crap. Most of those are situational, like they're elemental damage.
Oh my god!
Wow. Are you looking at tribe?
No, I was looking at the true spirit ability for shamans for slum. I realized you wouldn't get that until level 20. But that's still terrifying.
Assumes a spirit-infused paragon form that makes her a lethal stalker of the allies in shadows. She gains the ability to make sneak attacks as a rope of her shot. Holy crap. Dude.
You're already Perkins now. Once you hit level 20, you can just... Oh, hey, by the way...
Her manifestation at 20th level, immune to diseases and poisons. When in urban environments, she gets a 4 insight bonus to AC and on reflex saves.
So here's the thing. Manifestations will only appear on the spirit of which you are...
Ah, right.
Or which you have chosen, which in this case is the spirit of life. If I'm not mistaken. At which point the spirit of life manifestation is you become the perfect channel for life energy. You gain immunity to bleed, death attacks, negative energy, as well as exhausted, fatigued, nauseated, sickened. Ability damage and drain cannot reduce her below 1 in any ability score. She automatically succeeds saving throws against massive damage. When she is reduced to 0 HP, she doesn't die until her negative hit points total exceeds double her constitution score. And that's just something that is happening all the time. So what is Drestia's constitution score currently?
2.
No, score, not modifier.
14.
So you would have to hit negative 28 health to die.
Wow.
Currently. If you continue to put constitution or points into constitution, that's just extending your life on top of giving you more life on the front end. Which is still terrifying. Also, you just entirely ignore negative energy as a whole. So that's terrifying. So what was that about tribes you were...
Just looking at tribe ability. I get the spirit ability is teamwork.
Gains a teamwork feat as a bonus feat. She must meet the feat's prerequisites as a standard action. The shaman can grant one of her teamwork feats to all allies within 30 feet who can see and hear her. Allies retain this ability. Bonus feat for 3 rounds plus 1 round for every 2 shaman levels. Allies do not need to meet the prerequisites of this bonus feat. The shaman can use this ability numbered times per day equal to 3 plus their charisma modifier, which is...
Oh, hi. We have, the ability to take a teamwork feat and give it to everybody else.
Yes. In addition, it just says allies.
Yep.
So in this case, a controlled creature would be an ally.
Yep.
Wasn't there a feat we were looking at a while back that did that exact same thing?
Yep.
Cool. So that
yeah.
that solved that problem. Instead, you don't even need to take 2 feats. It's just, oh hey,
I already have it. Yeah, Wandering Spirit.
waves, wind, and wood.
Look at the true spirit ability.
For tribe,
Yeah.
guardian of the tribe casts a harmless spell with a range of touch on a member of her tribe. Bond as long as the creature is within 30 feet. Shaman uses this ability 9 times per day. Hold on. Cast a harmless spell with a range of touch on a member of her tribe as long as the creature is within. Gotcha. So you could use any of the cure spells
As a ranged.
as a 30-foot range spell. In addition, is constantly aware of the condition of all of her tribe bond ability as status. Interesting.
Status. When you keep track of comrades who may get separated, status allows you to mentally monitor their relative positions and general condition. Holy crap. You're aware of direction and distance of the creatures and any conditions affecting them unharmed, wounded, disabled, staggered, blah 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 blah. Once the spell has been cast, the distance between them and the caster does not affect the spell as long as they are on the same plane as. Wow!
So, something to note here. Status is a level 2 cleric and oracle spell, but not shaman. So, maybe that's your level 2 cleric and oracle spell right there. You can just cast that on one ally and boom, you know where they are. Or at least their condition.
Yeah, I didn't know everything about him. Seems like it's a waste of a level 2.
Yeah, in the end, it's up to you.
So we gotta figure out. I'll think about it. I gotta take these spells. So I've got a level 1 spell, 2 level 1 spells and a level 2 spell?
Yes. 2 zeros, 2 level 1s, and 1 level 2.
0.
And a lot of mental gymnastics every day to choose and figure out what.
Yeah, it's mostly situational.
Oh, it's all situational at this point on what spirit to bring.
Holy crap.
But I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm excited for our session tomorrow. So, alright, bud. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh, man. Such a good session. And now I've got a lot of research to do. A lot of research to do. Alright. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to end our stream. We had a really good session, but we will be back here tomorrow afternoon for our Sunday D&D session of Pegging the Wheel, where Perkins and the gang are underground in the Underdark and have gotten to the Drow City, where we had a fight, and we're going to see what happens, because Carlisle just about died. Alright. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for all the comments, and thank you for the subscriptions. But we'll be back here tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, we'll be here Monday. As a reminder, remember to be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to this tiny little planet that we live on. Alright. Love y'all. Get some rest. We'll be back tomorrow.